So we have a few examples of what's happening, and what I spoke about today with Mark focused on how it was possible to break down the email communication that's happening internally in law firms and try and reduce that by making sure that you shift things around. So instead of things being pushed to you in email, you choose what the groups you join, you choose to subscribe to things, and so suddenly you are given more control and you actually pull information out as and when you need it, instead of everything being pushed into your inbox, and that leaves you with a lot to manage. And I think that's one aspect of how social networks can benefit law firms, but there are also, I think, a number of other things that are relevant and that are being tapped into. So the whole power of being able to coordinate activities and drafting and campaigns and everything that happens in a law firm, we are seeing firms take interest in platforms that mimic the way that social networking happen on the open internet, but they do so in a secure, private manner. So firms will use platforms that enable them to share information. They'll be using blogs internally, in some instances even microblogging. And what we find is that the signals that people send while doing work, so you're documenting something, but instead of doing it on your own PC or in the network in a document, you create a page somewhere on a platform. When that page is created, that sends off signals to people who are subscribing to the relevant tags or the area you're in, or even people who follow you. And so by having lots of information come in, which of course it's not an email, so you have the power to ignore that, you give others the potential to react to that, get in touch. So if you were saying that you are working on a pitch for a particular sector, they can share with you pitches that they haven't yet shared with the firm, but they happen to sit on it from before, and say, I noticed you were doing this is relevant. And so you get to a point where inside the firm, you are operating a bit like Amazon, where we all know that if you go onto the Amazon website, you buy something, the website will come back and it'll make suggestions to you and say, oh, if you're interested in this, maybe you're interested in this as well. And so you have a path of discovery that by doing something, the stuff you're reading, the stuff you're writing about, blogging about, or commenting on, you start to have other relevant pieces of information find you, and you can build your own navigation on top of that by bookmarking it. And so basically, summing it all up, it becomes a way to deal with magnitudes more information while having a lot less information arrive at your inbox, wondering what you have to do with it.